Con. All praise goes to the Most High again, yet again. This is another Spirit Check Saturday. All right. We back in the building, doing our thing for the Most High across the world. Israelites across the world serving the Most High, whether it be two gathered, whether it be three gathered, whether it be four, whether it be 20, whether it be 100. Consider yourselves this day as prophecy is unfolded continually. All right. We're not in the business of being wicked, right? Brothers and sisters should be in the business of leaving off from sin. Okay? We should be in the business of leaving off from sin. So we're in here to understand how we should navigate in these last days, right? Everyone should be looking at themselves, observing what they need to do as it pertains to prophecy, as it pertains to your own spirit, as it pertains to the thoughts of your mind, as it pertains to the hate that you may have, as it pertains to the love that you don't have. Everyone should be looking at how they can adjust and do better, right? Nobody should be sleeping through the Sabbath day, man. Well, they said it's a rest day, man. I'm just gonna lay down. Nobody should be partying like a rock star through the Lord's day, man. Well, you know, I can't buy and sell. I might as well. Hey, nobody should just be on the video games all Saturday, man. You should be dealing with the Most High in some sort of fashion, and that's why we do Spirit Check Saturdays, man. And we're gonna jump right into this thing, into the spirit that's taking hold on a lot of our people, even while prophecy is unfolding, and that's the liar spirit, man. All right. The liar spirit, man. The liar spirit is conniving. The liar spirit is deceitful, and it's past egregious in a forked tongue, right? What they call people who lie, the forked tongue, man. It's past those labels, man. It's treacherous, is what it is. It's murderous, is what it is. And we have to be circumspect. And hey, we're gonna do a spirit check on that, man. Right? We're going to utilize the precepts, and we're going to go into these accounts. And if in prophecy in pseudo 2025, if you find this spirit amongst you in your home, you got to weed it out. You got to get it out, man. It'll light a fire that's insatiable, that will consume everything. Brothers, remember the little fire that happened, the wildfires is what they call. That's the spirit of a liar, man. It's a wildfire, man. It's going to burn everything and consume everything you love. It consume your loved ones, consume you, man. That's what happens when you give yield and credence to the liar spirit, man. So let's jump right into this thing through the spirit. Hey, prophecy is unfolding. Where are you on the side of prophecy? And where will you land in the side of? You got Trump trying to invade Gaza, man. You got the Ashkenaz raising up. You got Russia joining forces with damn near half the world, making allies against America's forces. You have treacherous laws going on in your own country that's taking you back to times where you were enslaved and chained, man. Where are you on this side of prophecy? And who will you be? Did the Most High foretell of you? We're going to go into that, man. Let me do a screen share off the shot. So bear with me. Let me do a screen share, and let's also do a technology check. Can we be heard? The technology check is good. Let's do the screen share and jump. All right, let's see if the screen is sharing. Technology check. Technology check. Technology check. Is it good? Screen sharing. Con. Let's jump right into this thing. Let's talk about the demonic lying spirit that's taking hold of our people. And Lord willing, it's not you. Lord willing, it's not you. Let's jump right into 3 John, man. Con? Let's jump right into 3 John. And let's start at chapter 1. There's only one chapter in 3 John. And it's a good book if y'all read through it. It's only one chapter in 3 John. And it's a very, very good book if you understand what's going on. Start at verse 9 from the Bible shop. This is what we don't want to be in this world, man. a liar, a backbiter, a thief, a stealer. The spirit of Cain, man. Read this.
This is the book of 3 John, chapter 1, verse 9.
Bring it out.
I wrote unto the church, but Diotrephes, who loveth to have the preeminence.
Say that.
Who loveth to have the preeminence.
So he loves to have the preeminence. Now, the preeminence goes into vainglory, goes into wanting to be in front of men and praised by men, man. Preeminence goes into, hey, let's talk about preeminence, man, right? That spirit was taking a lot of people in Israel to the depths of darkness, man. Can a brother give me that definition? Right? Let's talk about that. We got the Bible dictionary right here for a brother who want to pull that up. We got the Bible dictionary right here for a brother who wants to pull that up. And since I got a screen share, right, I'll go ahead and put it on the screen share as well, right? We'll do a duality. We'll do a duality. Let's talk about that word preeminence. It says the fact of surpassing all others, superiority. Superiority. Now, when my brother finds it in the dictionary, I want to hear what that says. It says superiority, surpassing all others, man. Right? It's not in here. Look it up. Look it up in here. Look it up in here. Let's get two more sources, right? I want to get two more sources on this, right? Let's go to, what is that, Webster's? Come on, let's look at what that says on Webster's, man. Excellency, it says right here, synonyms for it. Supremacy, greatness, importance, perfection, primeness, right? The quality of being more important or better than others. The quality of being more important or better than others, man. What do you have, King? When you find it, let me know what it says in the Webster's. So we have this spirit that's going forth, right?
It says above others.
What does it say?
Above others.
Above others is what Webster say.
Imminent above others.
Imminent above others. Let's go back to this scripture, right? As everything seeming to corroborate with the issue that's going on with this brother named Diotrephes, man. So you got John over here sending these letters out, trying to get brothers to move in the right spirit, but you got this one brother who's over certain things, and he loves to have, what does it say in verse 9? The preeminence above them. And he receiveth not, John. He receiveth not the brotherly love spirit. Now, this is going into a demon if you have eyes to see, man. This is going into a spiritual demon if you have eyes to understand. Read verse 10.
Wherefore, if I come, I will remember his deeds which he doeth, prating against us with malicious words.
Doing what?
Prating against us with malicious words.
And
not content therewith.
And not content therewith. So a lot of people are lifted up in Israel to different offices, to different standards. And they're not content with what the Lord is doing because they have the envious eye against others, man. And that sets a fire of a liar spirit within a lot of people, man. Men and women, keep reading.
Neither doeth he himself receive the brethren.
What's happening here?
Neither he himself receive the brethren.
Neither does he receive the brethren. So there's no real brotherly love going on when a person puts themselves on this pedestal. Hey, they're dealing with a demon. Keep reading.
And forbiddeth them that would, and casteth them out of the church.
Read.
The loved follow not that which is evil.
What does it say?
Follow not that which is evil.
What else?
But that which is good.
What does it say, brothers?
But that which is good.
So keep reading.
He that doeth good is of God, but he that doeth evil have not seen God.
So we want to make a clear distinction about what this liar spirit goes into, all right? And making sure you all are doing the good things in the world versus giving credence and yielding yourself to a lascivious spirit. Let's go to Jude, right? Let's go one book up. Come.
So like preeminence, the definition said eminent over others.
Mhm.
I want to find out the definition for eminent.
Okay, the brother said, come speaking to the mic. Speaking to the mic. Say this again.
The definition for preeminent was eminent over others, and I found the definition for eminent. It means high repute, a hill, title of honor of a cardinal, or high in rank, office, worth, conspicuously noteworthy. The right of a government to buy popular public use.
Come. So when he looked up, what was it, eminent?
Eminent.
Come, it goes into a high ranking. It goes into a high ranking official, those who are to be reverenced. A lot of people seek to be reverenced, whether it be for this or whether it be for that. But their spirit to be reverenced, we're going to find out it leads to demonic activity. Because we know who lifts us up. Yahweh. Who puts us down? Yahweh. So if there's anything that you should desire, it should be who? Yahweh. Let's go to Jude, another book, right? One chapter. Let's go to Jude 1 and jump in at verse 4, Bible shot. Bring this out.
This is the book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 4. For there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before of old ordained to this condemnation.
So that's what's going on. A lot of people who want preeminence, they'll creep in unaware. They'll infiltrate the body just so they can be put up on top. When you creep in unaware, it looks like we're best friends. But I'm unaware of your motives. I'm unaware of your thoughts. I'm unaware that you're planning or plotting against me. How many times have you seen an empire fall by somebody who's crept in, who had no good intentions for you? That had no type of love for thy neighbor, man. Read verse 4 again.
For there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before of old ordained to this condemnation. And
this is what this lesson is going into. Are you that liar? Were you preordained to be this person, and now you're going to get condemnation for your spirit? Keep reading.
Ungodly men.
What's the liar?
Ungodly men.
What is a liar?
Ungodly men.
Read.
Turning the grace of our God into lasciviousness and denying the only Lord God and our Lord Yahweh.
And that's the problem. You are too worried about the likes. You're too worried about debating. You're too worried about being right. And in your quest to be somebody in front of everyone, you've denied Yahweh Shai. Because the fruits of the spirit were not in you. Let's go to Matthew chapter 26. Let's go to Matthew chapter 26. Right? Let's jump right into this thing, man. Let's go to Matthew chapter 26 and start at verse 14, Bible shop.
This is the book of Matthew 26, verse 14. Then one of the 12 called Judas Iscariot.
Wait a minute, say it again.
Then one of the 12 called Judas Iscariot.
We have Judas Iscariot, man. And this is a swell example of a liar spirit, man. Let's read this account. And let's look at the spirit that's going forth in Israel. Is this you? Are you the one that creeps in and unaware, man? Read it again from the top, Bible shop.
Then one of the 12 called Judas Iscariot went unto the chief priests.
Went unto the chief priests. And what did he do?
And said unto them, what will ye give me? And I will deliver him unto you.
Wow. What will ye give me? Preeminence, vainglory, riches, notoriety, the women, the drip, the big house. You can take this and apply it to right now, man. What will you give me? Read.
And they covenanted with him for 30 pieces of silver.
And they agreed with this brother for a measly 30 piece, man. The brother was that damn bad. Yeah, that sounds nice. Appreciate that, chief. What do you mean appreciate that, chief? What do you mean 30 pieces of silver? This is your Howard Shah, man. Keep reading.
And from that time, he saw opportunity to betray him.
What happened?
And from that time, he saw opportunity to betray him.
So we're seeing the liar spirit. Certain people are kicking it for the right opportunity. They're waiting for the right opportunity to take you out, man. To pull you back into the world. To say, how do you really want to serve the Most High, and to laugh at your downfall. How many of you at school, children, may have tripped or failed? Did somebody laugh at you? Have y'all seen somebody trip or fall and then everybody just laugh at them or something? Did anyone say, hey, are you okay? No, a lot of times you'll have a child. Something happens and all the children are what? Ha, 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 ha. As if they were waiting on what? Your downfall, man. As if they were waiting for something to happen to you. Who remembers the pretty girl syndrome growing up in school? Where if you looked a certain way, guess what was going to happen? It's going to get bullied. Girls may gang up against you. Sometimes the pretty girls may get the group and gang up against the ones who don't look as good. You have both things happening, man. Where certain people, rather you have a downfall, right? Certain people, rather you have a downfall than make it in righteousness, man. Then succeed in serving the Lord. So 1, 2, you all have to watch who you hang around. You have to watch who you call a sister. You have to watch who you call a brother. You have to watch who you're giving your all to, and you have to prove people, man. They're seeking opportunity to portray you, and you're over there just smiling, kikiing it up, man. Reverse, matter of fact, let's drop that and let's go to Psalm chapter 41. Let's go to Psalm chapter 41. Matter of fact, let's get a precept. Let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 41, right? The Water King. Psalm chapter 41, jump in at verse 7. Bring this out. This is what a friend does. This is what an enemy does. This is what someone who's looking to betray you does. They are put on what do they call it? Sheep's what? They put on sheep's clothing. But they're seeking an opportunity this whole time to do what to you? To kill you. Isn't that what a wolf does to the sheep? Read this.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 41, and verse 7. All that hate me whisper together against me. Against me do they devise my hurt. And evil deceit.
Say that again, verse 7.
All that hate me whisper together against me. Against me do they devise my hurt.
All they that hate me whisper together against me. Against me do they devise my hurt. This is that liar spirit, where they'll shake your hand and then they'll stab you what? In the back, man. Keep reading.
And evil disease, they say they cleave fast unto him.
And even on your sick bed, man, there's something wrong with them. Oh, man. They don't pray for you. What do? Read this.
And now that he lieth, he shall rise up no more.
They look forward towards your demise. They don't care that you're in your deathbed. They may say, oh, he's sick. And they go back to smacking popcorn, man. A lot of people are dealing to your hurt, right? Versus dealing to your help. And you have to be cognizant. And you have to have discernment of who you allow around you, who you allow in your space, in the places that you go, because that liar spirit can jump on you, man. Now you're tearing your household down. You don't even know why. Right? What does it say? Punching walls, man. throwing daggers at David or something, man. You're throwing a spear at your best friend, man. Read verse 9.
Yeah, my own familiar friend.
What does it say?
Yeah, my own familiar friend.
This is a big verse right here, because familiar means that you know them. Familiar means that you're not estranged. Familiar means that you have some sort of rapport with one another, man. And then it follows up with, hey, that's a double F right there. Familiar friend, man. You're giving double honors to this person. You're saying, I know them and you have my best interests at heart, man. But what does it say after that? Yeah, my own what, King?
Yeah, my own familiar friend, in whom I trusted.
In whom you what?
In whom I trusted.
Read.
Which did eat of my bread.
Wow.
Have lifted up his heel against me.
And this is what you're looking at, man. That's the demonic spirit. You'll give them your last, man. You give them the food off your table, the clothes off your back. And the whole time they're like, well, what else you got? They're going to shake you down. Hey, can I get your socks and shoes too, bro? They'd rather you be in your drawers naked. And they have your wife and children, man. Hey, there's people who want your wife and children, man. Hey, that's my son. It's my daughter. That's my future daughter. Just don't know it yet. I'm going to get bigger fringes than him, and his wife is going to love me. Hey, that's going on in Israel. It's going on in our communities, man. And we got to watch that spirit. Can you give me 2 Samuel chapter 15? Let's go to the book of 2 Samuel chapter 15. And let's keep piling on this case that we're building against this wicked spirit, man. 2 Samuel chapter 15 and start at verse 1.
This is the book of 2 Samuel chapter 15, verse 1. And it came to pass after this that Absalom prepared his chariots and horses and 50 men to run before him.
Now, who knows who Absalom is? Speak up, King. That's David's son. Absalom is David's son. Maybe one of his favorite son. I think it's maybe his third son, matter of fact. Let's go to 2 Samuel 13. Let's go to 2 Samuel 13 real quick. And start at verse 1.
This is the book of 2 Samuel chapter 13, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And it came to pass after this that Absalom, the son of David.
That who?
The son of David.
Absalom, the son of David. Absalom, the son of David. So this was a brother. This was someone who knew the Lord, right? Who knew the commandments, who should have known how to follow the Most High. Now let's go to 2 Samuel. Let's go back to 2 Samuel chapter 15 and read verse 1.
And it came to pass after this that Absalom prepared him chariots and horses and 50 men to run before him.
Uh-huh.
And Absalom rose up early and stood beside the way of the gate. And it was so that when any man that had a controversy came to the king for judgment.
Stop right there. When any person, so he stood by the gate where David was, right? Well, people will come to have an issue. They will come to bring it to the king. So what did Absalom do? He stood by the gate waiting for anyone who had a controversy. And then what did Absalom do? Keep reading.
Then Absalom called that when any man that had a controversy came to the king for judgment, then Absalom called to him and said, of what city art thou?
Uh-huh.
And he said, thy servant is of one of the tribes of Israel.
Uh-huh.
Thy matters are good and right, but there is no man deputed of the king to hear you.
Hey man, you got an issue, but hey, ain't nobody appointed to deal with your issue. So I'll do it. I'll do it. You know, don't worry about David. Read.
Absalom said, moreover, oh, that I were made judge.
Man, what if I was the guy? Oh man, if I was the king, man, there'd be plenty of people to chop it up with, man. You wouldn't have no issues. Read that verse again.
Absalom said, moreover, oh, that I were made judge in the land, that every man which hath any suit or cause might come to me, and I will do him justice.
I'll do you right. See what he doing, I don't know, but see me, I got your back out here. And he did that to every person who came up, unbeknownst to David. Let's read. What does it say in verse 5?
And it was so that when any man came nigh to him,
If any person came close to him, read,
to do him
obeisance.
he put forth his hand and took him and kissed him.
So he would flatter every person who would come up. He give praise to every person who come up. Barakatah, brother. Bless you, brother. I'm that guy though. Don't forget that. Vote for me. That preeminent spirit, man. And this is the issue. So what happened in verse 6 from all of this conniving, sneaky, lascivious behavior? What happens in verse 6?
And on this manner did Absalom to all Israel that came to the king for judgment.
See that? Everybody got touched up by Absalom, dang near, who wanted to seek the king. And from that, what happened?
So Absalom stole the hearts of the men of Israel.
This is a wicked account. This is what the liar spirit looks like. Where you even plot on your own father, man. That Cain spirit, that Judas spirit. Let's go to John chapter 8 and let's look at what this spirit is called. Let's go to John chapter 8, man. Let's go to the Apostle John, man. Chapter 8. And bring out verse 42, Baba Shah. Let's go to verse 42. Bring this out.
The book of John, chapter 8, and verse 42. Yahweh said unto them, if God were your father.
If Yahweh was your father, if Elohim was your father, right?
You will love me.
You would what?
You will love me.
You would love David. You would love Yahweh Shah. Read.
For I proceeded forth and came from God. Neither came I of myself, but he sent me.
Read.
Why do ye not understand my speech? Even because ye cannot hear my word. Ye are of your father the devil.
What's going on?
Ye are of your father the devil.
What's the liar spirit?
Ye are of your father the devil.
And because of that, what do you do now? Read.
In the lust of your father you will do.
Say that again. In
the lust of your father you will do.
So since you're of the devil, guess what the desires of your heart are going to be? Guess what your lusts are going to be after? It's going to be after the one you serve, the devil, the deceiver. So the lust of that father is what you're going to do. And then what else?
He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth.
He was a murderer from the beginning. So you have this Cain spirit, man, back on the earth again. Because a liar is a murderer. You kill your brother through lies. You kill your sister through lies, man. You murder their spirit. You murder them from the inside out. They trusted you, man. They called you a familiar person, a familiar friend. And the whole time you were waiting to seek their demise, man. What does it say next?
Because there is no truth in him.
Because there is no truth in you, man. You're a liar. Read.
When he speak of a lie.
When he does what?
When he speak of a lie.
What happens?
He speak of his own.
Wow.
For he is a liar and a father.
When you speak a lie, you only concerned about your damn self, man. And when you live in that thing, hey, you're known as a liar now. And you cannot be anything else. Because you won't repent. You settle down into wickedness. You're setting fires to everybody you know. You're backbiting every person who gets near you. And you're making allegiances with other devils. Your allegiance is with other liars, man. It's with other people who are moving in the wicked spirit. Let's go back to 2 Samuel. To 2 Samuel, chapter 15. All right, let's jump back in at 2 Samuel chapter 15 and start at where we leave off 6. Jump down to verse 10. Jump down to verse 10. Right?
This is the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 15, verse 10. That Absalom sent spies throughout all the tribes of Israel, saying, as soon as ye hear the sound of the trumpet, then ye shall say, Absalom reigneth here at Hebron.
So Absalom asked the king, can he go to Hebron? And he was granted that. So in verse 9, the king said unto him, go in peace. Go on and do your thing. So he arose and went to Hebron. But when Absalom was about to do this, Absalom sent out spies, people of Israel who was okay with him being that guy. And he said, you know what, y'all, when y'all hear this sound, put this out into the land. I'm that guy. Absalom reigns forever. What happens in verse 11?
And when Absalom went 200 men out of Jerusalem.
Can't you make a conspiracy with 200 men? Calling you that guy? Isn't that what happens online? You get 1,000 followers, everybody kind of jump in on that thing. The more people that's with it, the more you just take it as, okay. A lot of people with that, all right, cool. You don't bat an eye. Keep reading.
They were called, and they went in their simplicity.
And so right here, let's read that again. There were 200 men out of Jerusalem that were called, and they went in their simplicity. What does that mean? Read the next part.
And they knew not anything.
So these were some unsuspecting guys. These were guys who really wasn't privy to what was happening. So they would just believe what? Anything. They were in their simplicity. Oh, okay, spirit. Oh, okay. Okie dokie. That spirit, man. Keep reading.
And Absalom sent for Ahithophel and Gileadite, David's counselor.
David's counselor,
from his city, even from Gilead, while he offered sacrifices.
And then what happened?
And the conspiracy was strong.
Read.
For the people increased continually with Absalom.
Because everybody was getting wind of this thing. And everybody was like, okay, cool. That brother, yeah, he counseled everybody, man. That brother said he said he gonna be the right guy. He gonna do justice by everybody. Read.
And there came a messenger to David, saying, the hearts of the men of Israel are after Absalom. And there came a messenger to David, giving that thing that's going out into the land. He said, hey, man, your son, hey, something going on. He got Israel kind of looking at you sideways, King. What? Absalom? What happened next? And David said unto all his servants that were with him in Jerusalem, arise and let us flee. What did David say? Arise and let us flee. Read. For we shall not else escape from Absalom. Wow. Make speed to depart, lest he overtake us suddenly and bring evil upon us, and smite the city with the edge of the sword. And smite the city with the edge of the sword. You see that? That liar spirit turned into what? A murderous spirit. Right away. To fulfill the lie. You got people who will murder a person just so that lie don't get out. They'll straight up kill a person just so that thing can stay under wraps, man. This is what we're dealing with in Israel, man. A lot of people don't care about you. They say they labored with you, or that you brought them victuals, or that you cook for them, or you donated charity. A lot of people don't care about that. They looking at what you got. They looking at what you can offer. Oh, yeah, okay, that brother got the J's on. Hey, yeah, you know what time it is. And he just over here handing out bags of chips. They looking you up and down. They sizing your pockets up, man. This is the thing that we have that's going to come to our people. Unbeknownst, because of this liar demon. Let's go to 2 Kings real quick. Let's go to 2 Kings. Let's get an account. 2 Kings. All right. Give me chapter 20. So 2 Kings, and jump in at verse 12.
2 Kings chapter 20 and jump in at verse 12. Bible shop.
This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 20 and verse 12. At that time, Balaam, the son of Balaam, king of Babylon, sent letters in a present to Hezekiah, for he had heard that Hezekiah had been sick.
So just like in with Absalom, he saw everything David had, and he saw the preeminence of David. Now we got over here Hezekiah. Hey, we got a brother who got some things, man, who ruling right now, King Hezekiah, right? And then you have these people in Babylon. Let's look at this account of how it looks when people envy what you have. Like when you allow certain people in your space, man, then you damn well know you shouldn't be allowing in your space. You just got the nice guy spirit. You just, hey, I love everybody's spirit. Let's read this account. Read.
Verse 13, and Hezekiah hearkened unto them.
He hearkened unto these people out of Babylon. And what did he do after he listened to these people out of Babylon? What did he do?
And showed them all the house of his precious things.
What did he do?
And showed them all the house of his precious things.
Brothers, what did he do right here?
And showed them all the house of his precious things.
The what?
The silver and the gold and the spices and the precious ointment and all the house of his armor.
Wow.
All that was found in his treasure.
Wow.
There was nothing in his house nor in all his dominion that Hezekiah showed them not.
Wow. He made a familiar friend out of the enemy. That liar spirit knows no bounds. Now, what did the prophet have to say about this in verse 14? Read.
Then came Isaiah to King Hezekiah and said to him, what said these men?
Hey, what said these dudes? Say it again.
What said these men?
And what else Isaiah say?
And from whence came they?
And where these dudes come from again? Who are these dudes? You did what? Read.
And Hezekiah said, they are come from a far country, even from Babylon.
These folks from Babylon. These folks from Babylon. So because of that, prophetically, the Lord said this to say to Hezekiah through Isaiah. Read verse 15.
And he said, what have they seen in thy house? And Hezekiah.
Wait a minute. Isaiah said what to him?
What have they seen in thy house?
Hey, Isaiah in the spirit, man. What have they seen, man? What in the world just happened here? What have they seen in your house? Read.
And Hezekiah answered, all the things that are in my house have they seen. There is nothing among my treasures that I have not shown them.
So the Lord said through Isaiah, tell him this. Read.
And Isaiah said unto Hezekiah, hear the word of the Lord.
Hear who?
Hear the word of the Lord.
So this is the issue. A lot of these things that befall us are of the Lord because of hard-headedness, not moving in the spirit, not having discernment, because of sin or any type of thing. But see, Hezekiah did a lot of right things, man. He tore down a lot of wicked things. He built up the kingdoms in righteousness. Sometimes the Lord will set things before you and you have to remain steadfast through these wicked accounts or afflictions or adversity, man. You all have to stay steadfast, man. What happens here in verse 17, Bible Shop?
Behold, the days come that all that is in thy house and that which thy fathers have laid up in store unto this day shall be carried into Babylon.
Shall be what?
Shall be carried into Babylon.
And what else?
Nothing shall be left, saith the Lord.
This was a prophetic thing that happened. This was a prophetic thing that happened. It wasn't going to happen in the time of Hezekiah, but this thing that was done is most definitely going to set forth prophecy. Right? Read.
And of thy sons that shall issue from thee, which thou shalt beget, shall they take away, and they shall be eunuchs in the palace of the king of Babylon.
Right.
Then said Hezekiah unto Isaiah, good is the word of the Lord, which thou hast spoken. And he said, is it not good? If peace and truth be in my days.
Come. Bounce down to 21.
Verse 21, and Hezekiah slept with his fathers, and
Manasseh.
his son, reigned in his stead.
All right, let's go to the next chapter. Let's look at the next chapter. 2 Kings chapter 21 and verse 1.
Manasseh was 12 years old when he began to reign, and reigned 50 and 5 years in Jerusalem.
50 and 5 years in Jerusalem, but what happened in his reign? Verse 2.
Verse 2, and he did in the sight of the Lord.
What did Manasseh do?
And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord.
What else?
After the abomination sights of the Lord.
Wait a minute, read that.
After the abominations of the heathen,
Come.
whom the Lord cast out before the children of Israel.
After the abominations of the heathens he did after. And these were the things that were cast out before us by Hezekiah. Read verse 3.
For he built up again the high places which Hezekiah his father had destroyed.
You see that? Read.
And he reared up altars for Baal, and made a grove, as did Ahab king of Israel, and worshipped all the hosts of heaven and served them.
This is the issue that's going on right here with that liar spirit. It can hit your offspring. It could take on your friends, your mom, your father. It could take on, that spirit can hop on anybody. And you serve the Lord. They may not be serving the Lord. They may not be caring about the business of the Most High. That's why prayer and fasting, being circumspect, being around godly men is such an important thing. Let's go back to Matthew chapter 26 real quick. Let's go back to Matthew chapter 26, Papa Shop. All right, let's jump back into Matthew 26. All right. Hey, this is a serious thing in our nation, man. As prophecies are unfolding, don't just concern yourself with what's on the news, man. Chapter 26 and verse 15. Don't just concern yourself with what's on the news, man. If you're keeping up with prophecy and aren't keeping up with your spirit, hey, you're going to fall by the wayside anyhow, man. Spirit check Saturdays, man. Get y'all spirits in order. Stop just thinking that prophecy is you're going to escape. Thus says the Lord, man. Everyone has to be put in through the fire, man. Everybody got to get tried on something. Don't think you could be a wicked person in this truth and the Lord don't see you. Read this.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 26, verse 15. And he said unto them, what will ye give me? And I will deliver him unto you.
That's what Judas said. Read.
And they covenanted with him for 30 pieces of silver.
Keep reading.
And from that time he saw opportunity to betray him.
Keep reading.
Now the first day of the feast of unleavened bread, the disciples came to Yahushua, saying to him, where wilt thou that we prepare for thee to eat the Passover?
Read.
And he said, go into the city to such a man, and say unto him, the master saith, my time is at hand. I will keep the Passover at thy house with my disciples. Right.
Keep reading.
And the disciples did as Yahushua had appointed them, and they made ready the Passover.
Right. They're getting ready for this beautiful feast.
12.
With his friends. Read.
And as they did eat, he said, verily, I say unto you, that
what do Yahushua say?
That one of you shall betray.
Hey, the Lord knew. He ain't forgot this thing, man. Just because time that went by and you was able to smile and kiki in my face, it didn't change the spirit that was on you. That demon and those demons that are in you, they're still in you. You never fasted. You never repented. You never left off from wickedness. You just thought the demons left. Read.
And they were exceeding sorrowful, and began every one of them that said to him, Lord, is it I?
Wow.
And he answered and
hold
said,
on, slow down. Hey, Lord, is it me? What was that? Pick me spirit? Lord, is it I? I the one. You mean what? Somebody gonna do what to you? Keep reading.
And he answered and said, he that dippeth his hand with me in the dish, the the same shall betray him.
Hey man, this is some cold lines right here. He that eat the bread with me, dippeth his hands in the dish, those who sit beside me. How many have had somebody turn on them? How many of y'all have had somebody betray you? A best friend. Maybe you haven't lived long enough yet.
You think they're aware of the concept or the doctrine of no such thing as like free will during that time?
Of course.
Mm.
Of course. But these things are parabolic as well. Because everyone still were moving in these, as you're gonna see, were moving in a way that they thought was righteous, right? And they could not perceive certain things being said, even here. Wait a minute, is it me?
Right.
Wait a minute, I'm rocking with you. I'll never deny you. The cock crudo. Thrice, right? 3 times. I'll never deny you. And you don't know what you're gonna do if a spirit hop on you, do you? You may be righteous right now and turn into a demon in 15 minutes.
Right.
Man, I'll never do that. Brother over here doing it right now. Some piqued his interest. Some piqued her interest. I'll never do that again, Dad. Soon as you go to work, is crash out time. It crashed out on you. Daughter done crashed out on you, man. Like my daughter just crashed out on me. Father, I'll never turn on you. I love you, Dad. I love you, Pops. Man, I can't wait till he die, man. That wheel gonna be fat. Brother just in his room plotting, man. That wheel gonna be fat. This is the heart of Israel, man. We gotta leave off from that in these last days. Hey, check your spirit today, man. Check what you're doing today, man. And ultimately, don't be this guy. Keep reading.
The Son of Man goeth as it is written of him, but woe unto that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed.
But woe unto that man who walking around with that liar spirit on him. Woe to you. Read.
It had been good for that man if he had not been born.
What did Yahushua say?
It had been good for him if he had not been born.
It had better been. Hey, it had been better for you if you was just stuck in the womb, man. You probably weren't just in the womb at all. Is what Yahushua said. Your days are going to be numbered, liars. We don't want to be liars. We want to repent of that spirit. Hey, everybody done told a lie, man, before. Let's not get it twisted. What you got, Kane?
And last question on that. So you would say Christ even knew who it was during that time, which is not Satan, to let the Lord's will be played out?
Of course, we're going to read that. Yahushua exactly knew who was going to betray him. Did he need to say it? No. You're going to read that. Let's read it. What does it say in verse 25?
Then Judas, which betrayed him, answered and said, Master, is it I?
And what did Yahushua say?
He said unto them, Thou hast said.
He ain't say that to nobody else. You said it, brother. Say less, brother. Right. Hey. Just had to read the next verse, King. You see that? Yahushua said, Thou hast said it, man.
Wow.
Thou sayest, brother. Yahushua didn't miss back in the day, man. It wasn't nothing that wasn't left from him that he didn't need to know. The Lord made him aware of everything he needed to know. He knew that even where they are, he told them somebody's going to be down there to set the table for us for Passover. He sent them out. He said, hey, go find this person. This is where we having Passover at. He going to be doing this. He going to be over here by somewhere doing that. When you find this person, tell him, Yahushua sent you, man. Everything is prophecy. right? Everything is of the Most High. Let's go to Sirach chapter 37. Let's go to the Apocrypha. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus. All right, Ecclesiasticus, known as Sirach chapter 37. All right, and jump in at hold on, let me look at there. Jump in at verse 8. Yes, read that.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 37, verse 8. Beware of a counsel.
Beware of who?
Beware of a counsel.
Beware of putting your trust in somebody, telling them all your issues, bringing them in your house, all the things that the Lord gave you, man. Because of what?
And know before what need he had.
And know where his heart is. Why?
Or he will counsel for himself.
Because she may counsel you to steal what you have. If I get her to leave her man, he'll be all mine. Hey, it was a sister in David's kingdom who stole a baby. That's my baby. No, that's my baby. All right. I don't know whose baby it is. I'm going to split the baby in half. You get this portion, you get that portion. What did the mother say? Just give it to that lady. The other lady was like, I'll take half. That's cool with me. Mama said, just give it to her. David said, nah, okay, you the mama. Because the value of this life was more precious than you rather lose this baby than see this baby get destroyed. See your baby get cut up. And Lord knows what happened to the other lady after that, man. That liar spirit has no bounds, man. Beware of a counselor and know before what need he have. For he will counsel for who?
For he will counsel for himself,
Uh-huh.
unless he cast a lot upon you.
And he'll cast a lot upon you. He'll put you in a bind, man. Read.
And say unto thee, the way is good.
And he'll put you in a bind, and he'll know it's a bunch of lions over there because he got the map that say lions is over there. And he'll say, hey, go that way, brother. You good over there. You sure? Yeah. And then what happens?
And afterward he stand on the other side to see what shall befall
The brother pull his phone out and start, man, y'all, live. It's going down, y'all. This brother is finna get. It just starts recording you, man. He done sent you into the thicket with lions, and he's standing off to the wayside to see what happened to you, man. She's standing off to the wayside to see what happens to you. Read.
Verse 10.
Consult
not with one that suspected thee.
Consult not with one that's who has you not in his in your best interest, in a sense. He's envious towards you and what you have.
Scar.
Say it again.
Scar.
And who was that? Yeah, no, break it down. Yeah, jump in that thing. Talk about it. Just do the one line out. Hey, let them know what you're talking about.
I was just giving an example. Because I had just got done watching the new Mufasa movie. Basically, what he said, Scar gave Mufasa to the lions that were bad. It did not have the best interest in the art.
See that? Brothers walking around, sisters walking around with their scar spirit. It is a scar. It's a stain upon you. With a beautiful reference. Why would you come up with a name like that? Scar.
Well, mainly because after he betrayed him, the person he was consulting with had basically gave him a scar.
Yeah.
On his eye.
Oh yeah, the scar. Right.
And so when Mufasa became king, he said he did not want to call Scar by his real name. I forgot his real name. And so Scar said, okay.
They put a backstory on this.
Yeah.
On the reason he was called Scar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm thinking from the traditional Scar movie, like they went in. Okay. They got some new stuff out here. But brothers saying tap into the new Lion King. Brothers is plugging the Lion King right now, right? We can't. What's going on? Hey, that's a mighty tribe. But in a spiritual sense, that scar represents a stain. a blemish, a wound. Doesn't mind wounding you. But they say hurt people what? Hey, they even say that in the world. Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Let's keep reading. What does verse 11 say?
Verse 11, neither consult with a woman touching her on whom she is jealous.
So it says, don't deal with a woman who's jealous. Don't be asking her for advice and she's jealous. You're not going to get righteous counsel. What else?
Coward in matters of war.
You got to go to war. You asking a coward how to go to war. Is he going to give you valid advice? Oh, he going to tell you, hey, man, when you find that big rock, hide under it. Throw down your shield, brother. Keep reading.
Nor with a merchant concerning exchange.
Don't talk to somebody who's dealing wickedly in the practice of money, because they're going to get you for all your money. They're going to tell you advice to make them rich. You want to get money in exchange. The merchant is trying to get your money in. Hey, I want to exchange for your money, bro. So it's going into these accounts. We don't have to keep reading down through all this, right? The buyer, the seller, the envious man of thankfulness. These are things you all should be cognizant of when you're counseling somebody or when you're talking to someone in counsel. What manner of person are you talking to? Are they going to take your business and spread it to Timbuktu? Are they going to be gossiping to you, to the next sister or the next brother about what you got going on in your house? These are things to beware of that is called the liar demon, the liar spirit, all right? Read verse 12. Jump down to verse 12. To do what?
But be continually with a godly man.
Deal with people who read.
Whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord.
Whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord. And what about their mindset?
Whose mind is according to thy mind.
Say it again.
Whose mind is according to thy mind.
And what else?
And will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry.
And won't laugh at you when you fall. That's what y'all look for in a friend, young people. Young men and old women. This is what you look for in validating who you hang around, man. Let's jump back to Matthew chapter 26 and we'll get ready to wrap up in a minute. Go to Matthew chapter 26 and let's jump back in at about verse 41. Let's jump down to verse 41. What do Yahweh say? This the shotgun precept right here. What do Yahweh say?
The book of Matthew chapter 26 and verse 41. Watch and pray.
Do what?
Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. This is the shotgun precept, man. Watch and pray that you enter not into temptation of being that person. Lying throughout Israel and setting fires throughout your own home because you're having a preeminent spirit, the vainglory spirit. Or anything else, man. Read. He went away again the second time and prayed, saying, "O my Father, if this cup may not pass away from me, except I drink it, that will be done."
Read.
And he came and found them asleep again, for their eyes were heavy.
And he found a brethren asleep again, for their eyes was heavy. And what happened?
And he left them and went away again and prayed the third time, saying the same words. Then cometh he to his disciples and saith unto them, "Sleep on now and take your rest. Behold, the hour is at hand, and the Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners." See, he already knew. He already knew who the people were and what was going to happen. Go to 1 Chronicles chapter 21. I'm betrayed into the hands of sinners, man. Right? Let's go to 1 Chronicles chapter 21. Right? And jump in at verse 11. Book of 1 Chronicles chapter 21, verse 11.
Bring it out.
So Gad came to David and said unto him, "Thus saith the Lord, choose thee."
So David, seer, Gad, said, "Hey, this is what the Lord said since you messed up. Since you want to number Israel, you got to choose three things. In between one of three things. Read.
Either 3 years famine or 3 months to be destroyed before thy foes. while that the sword of thy enemies overtake thee, or else 3 days the sword of the Lord, even the pestilence in the land, and the angel of the Lord destroying throughout all the coasts of Israel. Now therefore advise thyself what word I shall bring again to him that sent me.
And what happened right here in verse 13?
And David said unto Gad, I am in a great strait. Let me fall now to the hand of the Lord.
Let him do what?
Let me fall now into the hand of the Lord.
For what?
For very great are his mercies. But let me not fall into the hand of man.
But let him not what?
But let him not fall into the hand of man.
Yahweh said, man, I'm in the hand of sinners. Christ said, now I've been betrayed into the hand of men. Even David didn't want none of that. You see that? Let's go back to Matthew and let's wrap this up. 26:46. Let's go back to the book of Matthew. All right. Chapter 26. And started 46.
Matthew chapter 26 and verse 46.
Uh-huh.
Rise, let us be going. Behold, he at hand that doeth betray me.
The one who's going to betray me is at hand. Read.
And while he yet spake, lo, Judas.
Who?
Lo, Judas.
He pulled up.
One of the 12 came, and with him a great multitude with swords and staves from the chief priests and elders of the people.
Uh-huh.
Now he that betrayed him gave them a sign, saying, whosoever I shall kiss, that same is he. Hold him fast.
And Judas said to all those dudes he rode up with, hey man, the dude that I give a holy greeting to, snatch him up. Get him. Read verse 49.
And forthwith he came to Yahushua.
What did Judas do?
And forthwith he came to Yahushua.
And what did he do?
And said, Hail, Master.
He gave him praise, and he came with that beguiling spirit and did what?
And kissed him.
And did what?
And kissed him.
He's still moving in a wicked spirit like Yahushua don't know. And then what he say in verse 50?
And Yahushua said unto him, Friend, wherefore art thou come?
Uh-huh.
And they laid hands on Yahushua and took him.
And that was y'all can read the rest of that, man. A brother ear got cut off after that, man. It kind of got ugly after that, man. Right? Yahushua said, hey, don't cut his ear off. Let prophecy take place. Let these things manifest. And that goes into your question about did he know that these things was going to happen? Yeah, it had to be fulfilled. Go down to verse 54. Matter of fact, read verse 53. What does that say?
Verse 53. Thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, that he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels?
The Lord can meet millions of angels to destroy y'all right now. What are you talking about? But, read.
But how then shall the scriptures be fulfilled, that thus it must be?
So Yahushua knew what was up. I'm not going to do that because the Lord wants this to happen. That's how it goes. Let's get these closing precepts. Go to Galatians chapter 5, verse 19. Let's go to the book of Galatians chapter 5 and 19. Understand this. And understand this well, man. If you're moving in these spirits, you most definitely don't get the kingdom. Read.
This is the book of Galatians chapter 5 and verse 19. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these. What are the works of the flesh? What are the works of wickedness? Adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envy, murderers, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in times past, that they which do these things shall not inherit the kingdom of God. They that do such things are not going to make it, man. That's just how it goes. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 6, and let's double down on that. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, and start at verse 9. Bring that out. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God?
Know you not that the liars and the wicked and the murderers will not inherit this thing? Read.
Be not deceived.
Do what?
Be not deceived.
Spirit check Saturday. Read.
Neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of God.
This is just the portion that is not going to happen for you. If you're having fun now being a liar and killing and raping and robbing and murdering as the heathen do, understand what comes next. Let's go to Revelation chapter 22. Let's go to Revelations chapter 22. And let's start at verse 14.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 22 and verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments.
Say it again.
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
So this is what you want to be in the earth versus the other. Read.
That they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are dogs. Because
if you're not doing the commandments and doing righteousness, you're going to be without. And for without are the dogs. What else?
In sorcery.
What else?
In whoredom.
What else?
In murder.
And what else?
In idolaters.
And
whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
Say it again.
And whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
This is what you have to look forward to. But with that, we're going to get ready to go ahead and wrap up through the Spirit. Lord willing, you will edify through the Spirit on these Spirit Check Saturdays. Shabbat Shalom. Happy Sabbath. Keep the commandments so you can live. And ultimately, hey, check your spirit, man. Are you the foretold liar that was prophesied to come to pass? Or are you going to stand on the side of righteousness, man? Don't be a liar, man. Don't keep yielding yourself to these wicked things in the earth so that your reputation goes before you. Consider the Lord and consider his works. But with that, we're going to say Shabbat Shalom. Kwame Shalom.